Hey everyone, welcome back. I am so excited to do another lesson from the Bible with you today. And as usual, you can head on over to faithville.com/curriculum to download today's activity sheets. So, let's begin. Hey everyone, welcome back. I want to introduce to you my very special friend and helper, Luke. Luke is here to help me talk about, do you remember? What are we going to talk about today? Teamwork. Teamwork! Wow, you remembered that. Awesome. Do you know anything about teamwork?
No.
Do you know any good teams? Whose team would you rather be on? Spider-Man's team or the Hulk's team?
Hulk's team, Spider-Man's team, Batman team.
Oh, you're going to combine them all together and be on the best team of all time.
Yeah.
That sounds awesome. Today, will you just be on my team?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Because today, we're going to be making something called a teamwork trifle. Do you know what that is?
I know.
Okay, well, I'll show you. First, we're going to need to get some of our ingredients. But how about the kids at home tell us what they know about teamwork? Should we ask them? Okay, kids at home, what do you know about teamwork?
Working as a team is important because, it sometimes, it builds each other up.
Because you can't get everything done by yourself.
And it, helps things get done faster.
Teamwork. There. Nice.
And, encouraging them to keep going.
Great job, kids. That was some excellent talk about teamwork. Now, as I said, we're going to be making teamwork trifles. It's going to be so cool. Do you know what a trifle is, Luke?
A trifle kind of looks like a big birthday cake. There's two that don't look like a big birthday cake. And then there's a bigger one that looks like a huge birthday cake.
Yeah, that's right. We're going to be making a couple different teamwork trifles. We'll make a big one, and then we'll make some small ones just for you and me. The big one we can share with our friends another time. Sound good?
The small ones are going to be this to eat for now.
Exactly. Okay, so first thing we got to do is collect up all of our ingredients. And there's something else that we always have to remember to do before we start cooking.
Okay.
What do we always have to do before we start using food?
Wash. But we already washed, didn't we?
We did already wash our hands, but we're going to wash them again before we cook our food. Sound good?
Okay.
Okay, kids, why don't you check out this clip from Miss Melody's where she was talking about teamwork while Luke and I wash our hands and get the ingredients.
Your idea won't work.
Your song is for Alexa.
It's not.
Is too.
You don't know what you're talking about.
Come on, you guys. Let's talk, please, and not yell.
Melody, I don't want to play this song. It's boring.
He doesn't appreciate good music.
Do you know what you two sound like?
What do you mean sound like?
Come over here and listen to this. Now, listen to this, please.
What about it?
But now, listen to this.
But Melody, you destroyed the harmony in that song.
Exactly.
Oh, I get it. We hit a few sour notes.
Yes. And when God sees people fighting like that, it's certainly not music to his ears. In music, when we put the right tones and notes together, it creates harmony. But when we put the wrong ones together, it fills the room with dissonance. It's not music, it's noise.
So I guess we were filling the room with dissonance because we weren't saying the right things to each other?
Why don't the two of you go down to the library and discuss what song you want to play for your duet, and come back on another note.
Welcome back, kids. You know, just like certain notes go together to make harmony.
How about I come back up like that?
Okay.
How about you try over again?
Okay, we'll start over again.
By saying that, okay?
Tell me when you're ready.
Ready?
Okay. Welcome back. Now, just like there are certain notes that go well together to create harmony, there are certain flavors that go well together to create, well, amazing flavors. What flavors would we not want to put in our trifle?
Like cheese sandwich?
Cheese sandwiches? I mean, those might taste good maybe on their own, but yeah, probably don't want to include those in what we're making today.
Yeah.
Yeah, what about if we put fish in it? Now, fish could be good on its own, right? I like fish, but in our dessert, not so much.
Yeah, and it will also make our dessert might stink.
Yeah, it might stink, that's right.
Yeah.
Okay, but what do you think about chocolate muffins? Yeah, I think that's gonna make it taste good. So, there. We've got our base layer done of our trifle for sharing and our two little trifles right here. The next part we need to do is mix some of the wet ingredients and make our chocolate pudding. But before we do that, kids, why don't you check out this clip from the market about teamwork.
Hold it! The two of you are gonna send me to the hospital with all your bumping around.
I'm just trying to get the new produce out before the customers show up.
If you'd stay on your side, you wouldn't have a problem.
Uncle Art.
I didn't know we had sides now. And if we do, I want to be able to pick what fruit I have on my side.
No, you don't. You stay over there.
You just stay over.
Truce.
No.
We are not going to get anything done this way.
You'd better move, Rhoda, and get out of the way of your uncle's bad temper.
I have no temper. But if I do, it's your fault.
Isn't that just like you, blaming your faults on me?
Okay, we have exactly 20 minutes before the customers start to come. We need to work together and get this done in unity.
Oh, the things I do for you, Rhoda. All right, I will try to work in unity with this person.
You couldn't work in unity with anyone. You think you know everything.
I do!
You do. Can you believe the pride that pours out of this one's mouth?
Uncle Earl, he just says things like that to get your goat.
Works every time.
I just know that if the three of us work together and stop trying to annoy each other, we can get this work done in plenty of time to enjoy a nice hot cup of coffee. I might even be talked into going to the bakery to get some fresh muffins right out of the oven.
Oh, blueberry muffins? With lots of butter?
A piece of raisin bread with honey.
There you go. You have to be different.
Oh, so now I have to eat what you want to eat.
Uncles, remember unity. Using the gifts that God gave us and the talents that He gave us, we can work together to get the job done. Unity.
Okay, Neshama. Unity. Just for you and for God.
Well, if he can do it, so can I. Blueberry, right? And real butter?
All right, it's time to make our chocolate pudding, which is going to be the next level of our trifle. So Luke's going to pass me the ingredients, and then we'll mix them together. You ready? Here's our mixer.
It might be a little loud, so I'm going to cover my ears, okay?
Okay, got it. Kids at home, you can cover your ears too. It might get a little loud. Now that that's mixed up, it's time to add in our last ingredient here, which is the whipped cream. So can you pass me the whipped cream? Now, what we're gonna do is fold in the whipped cream, which is a way of gently stirring it in without using the mixer. And we're gonna stir it in just gently like this until there's no streaks left in it. So it looks like all one color. Do you think you could stir it a little bit?
Yeah.
Sure, okay,
I like
stir it.
stirring. I like stirring stuff.
Yeah. Now, while we stir this, we're gonna take a look at a Bible story from the library. Have you ever heard of a man named Nehemiah? Why don't you take a look at our Bible story for today?
Hi, boys and girls, and everyone watching. Today, our story is about a man from the Bible named Nehemiah. And as we'll see, he also needed teamwork. Let's begin. One day, Nehemiah was visited by his brother. He asked his brother how things were going with the people of Judah and how Jerusalem, the city of his ancestors, was doing. Nehemiah heard from his brother that the walls of Jerusalem were left destroyed and in ruins. Imagine if your old home was gone. Maybe you would want to go back and rebuild it. Well, that's exactly how Nehemiah felt. Nehemiah knew that the first person he needed to go to for help was God. He spent a lot of time praying to God and asking for his help. Finally, it was time to ask for the king's help too. Nehemiah was very nervous. He wasn't sure what the king would say. Well, guess what? The king did agree. The king even wrote Nehemiah letters so that he would be protected along the way and so that he could collect all the materials needed to rebuild the walls. He rode his donkey around the ruined city late at night, and the wall was completely broken down. This was going to be a lot of work. He could see that he needed a lot of help. The next day, Nehemiah gathered all of the people of Judah and told them about the project to rebuild the wall. The people agreed excitedly. "Let's start rebuilding," they said. So Nehemiah selected families to work on sections of the wall. Each family worked very hard on their section of the wall. But after many days, the wall was still half finished. The workers were discouraged. To make matters worse, some bullies came to see what the people of Judah were doing. They laughed at them and told them their wall would fall down if only a little fox jumped on it. They even tried to scare the workers by saying they would hurt them if they kept building. Nehemiah prayed and spoke to the people to encourage them. He told them to remember the Lord who is great and powerful. As he encouraged the people, he set some of them up as guards while the others kept building. He divided the people up, each to their own task, some guarding and some building, to make sure the work was completed safely. Finally, after 52 days, the walls were rebuilt. They had done it. Everyone celebrated. When the job was too big for just one person, Nehemiah had everyone work together, each doing their part. And when the job became difficult, Nehemiah encouraged them not to give up, but to work together even more. God gave Nehemiah and the people success through teamwork, and he can do the same for you. The next time you have a big job to do, remember Nehemiah. Remember teamwork. Well, that's our story for today. As always, take care, and we'll see you next time on Gospel Times Square.
Welcome back. You know, Nehemiah and the people had to work together as a team to make sure that that wall got built, didn't they, Luke? But we have our own building to do. We've mixed all of our pudding here, so we're gonna add it in. But I also thought that maybe it would be good if we did our Bible verse first. Do you wanna do that?
Yeah!
But that means that we need to do our Go Get Your Bible dance.
Yeah!
Okay, let's do it. Cue the music.
I could be the one to love you better, give you everything that you require. Still, it wouldn't be enough to measure the depths of all the love you hold inside. I could be the one to lift your glory higher than the heavens from the earth.
All right, got it. Got our Bible. and we're going to be doing Psalm 133, which says this: how good and pleasant it is when God's people live together in unity. The Bible encourages us to work together, to be like one body, and that's what unity means. We can all be different parts playing different roles, but together we are on the same team. I'm going to put this over here for now, and we're going to pour in our pudding mixture, okay?
Why does yours have more pudding in than mine does?
Do you want to trade?
Yeah.
While we put on the finishing touches to our teamwork trifles, kids, why don't you check out this song from the Notable Four?
Let's work together, for we are one. Come help me, sister. Come help me, son. We all are called to share God's love. Let's work together, for we are one. We are hands. We are feet. Shine through us. Christ our King. Let's work together, for we are one. Come help me, sister. Come help me, son. We all are called to share God's love. Let's work together, for we are one. We are hands. Let's work together. We are feet. Let's work together. Shine through us. Let's work together. Christ our King. Let's work together. We are one. Come help me, sister. Our heavenly son. Shine through God's love. Now together, we are one.
Well, we are officially done making our trifles, and this brings us to the part where we just have to taste them. Are you ready? Are you excited? You don't seem that excited.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Here, I brought 2 spoons. One for me and one for you. Are you going to stick them in? Oh, they'll trade there. Okay, so we'll put this one aside. We're going to have that one later with our friends. And here we go. Cheers.
I'm going to take out the strawberry because
Okay.
the strawberry would be too big.
All right, that has a lot of sprinkles on it. I'm going to taste mine too. Whoa, the sprinkles are falling out everywhere. That is good. Teamwork tastes great. Well, kids, I hope that you can remember the story of Nehemiah and how he worked together with all the people to rebuild those walls. I hope that you can use teamwork at home or at school or at church or anywhere in the community. And we'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Hey kids, if you'd like to do some of our activity sheets, head on over to faithville.com/curriculum.